Hey y'all. Well, we are going to make meatloaf today. We've got 2 pounds of ground beef. We've got about 1.5 pounds of ground turkey. We are going to use Worcestershire sauce, hot sauce, smoky barbecue sauce, ketchup, cracker crumbs. Now, if you wanted to use breadcrumbs, you could also do that. Onion chopped up pretty fine, garlic, steak seasoning, salt, pepper, dried thyme, and 2 eggs. Let's get this put together. Okay, y'all. The first thing we are going to do is break up all the meat and mix it up really well. And yes, my hands are extremely clean. Next thing we are going to do is add the eggs. Then the breadcrumbs. Salt and garlic, or onions and garlic, and then the seasonings. Then we are going to add about, I don't know, 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, and then about 1/4 cup of the ketchup. Now at this point I need to rinse my hands. Now we're going to add the hot sauce and just a few dribbles. We don't want to make this spicy. We just want a little zing to it. Next is the Worcestershire sauce, and there again, just a few dribbles will do ya. And then we're going to mix this till it's all incorporated. This is about the easiest meatloaf there is to make, but it is oh so good. Now something else you could add to it if you like is a sausage. Sausage goes very well in meatloaf. All them spices in there. Gonna taste very good. Now the next thing we're going to do is form this, and you want to make sure you get it all smushed together nice. And we are going to cook this in my, I believe it's a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Now the trick to keeping a meatloaf together so it don't fall apart is to really get it together. Okay, y'all, this is the cast iron skillet we're using. Just plop it down in there and shape it a little more. But you don't want any cracks or anything in this meatloaf, because if you have cracks, that will make it fall apart. Okay, y'all, now the next thing we're going to do, we are going to add a little bit of ketchup to the top. Not a lot. And smooth it over. That keeps the meatloaf from drying out. Okay, y'all, we are going to put this in a 350-degree preheated oven for an hour, and then we will check it at a half an hour and remove any grease that might be in the bottom of this pan. Cover it back up with aluminum foil, throw it back in the oven for another half an hour, and check it then. And I will be back. All right, y'all, we got the foil over it, and like I said, it's gonna cook a total of an hour and a half, but after the first half hour, you're gonna take this foil off, remove any grease standing in the pan, put the foil back on it, put it back in the oven for an hour. I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like after an hour. While I'm in making the meatloaf, Mr. James is out here decorating the house a little bit. Now there's the pumpkin we grew, and there's the other one we grew. They turned out quite nice. I'll give you a look-see when he's done. All right, y'all, Mr. James is done. Doesn't that look pretty? See, that's why I don't mind cooking good meals for him. He is just such a hard worker. All right, y'all, I just took this out of the oven. How's that look? We're gonna get James, Mr. James, right out here for a taste test. Okay, y'all, now in my opinion, Mr. James is gonna ruin this by putting more ketchup on it. But that is his way of eating it. And we've got the macaroni salad that I made in yesterday's video that is actually still today. We've got corn and we've got the meatloaf.
First bite never counts.
Never counts? And Mr. James has a real quick story to tell you about Meatloaf.
Good. I used not to eat meatloaf. I despised meatloaf. And now I love her meatloaf.
Well, that's a testament in itself. All right, y'all, that's going to about do it for this one. We're going to get plated up and sit down and have our supper. So, if you're not subscribed to Pennington's Garden Life, come on over. We're good people. And there goes the ketchup. Y'all have a blessed day.